Hey there. Am I live? I think I'm live. Hopefully I've got a good connection this time. This is Jen from The Real Mom Hustle. How you guys doing today? Let me know where you're watching from as you join. Let me know. Hey Laura. Let me know if you're here live with me or if you're watching the replay. Okay, so today, you guys, I, again, was watching an interview from this amazing Attraction Marketing Summit, and I just had some really, hey, Laura, watching from Downey. Are you watching this summit? Are you registered? I have been watching these interviews, and they're just blowing my mind. I have just had some major realizations. And so, I mean, oh my God, they're just so good. It's just so good. Anyway, I wanted to kind of share my aha today because, you know, all of the speakers in this summit, they're all, you know, people that have been doing this for a while. They're all extremely successful. And so I wanted to talk about kind of us newbies, because one of the things that's been really cool about watching, hey, Robin. One of the things that's been really cool about watching these interviews is that they're talking about how they got started, okay? Because I know, like, as a newbie, you come in, and whether it's in your network marketing company, you know, you come in and you see, like, the leaders, and you see what the leaders are doing, right? You come into, like, something like attraction marketing, online marketing, affiliate marketing, and you're seeing kind of what the gurus are doing, right? And then you think that you have to be doing what they're doing before you can have any success. And, you know, you're watching what they're doing, and it's like, oh my gosh, they've got, you know, a following of thousands, and they've got this fancy website, and they've got all these cool products that they've written books, they've got these courses, they've got these products, they've got a library of hundreds of videos and trainings that they've done, and, you know, blog posts and all this content, and you think that you have to compete with that, right? And you know, that's true no matter what you're in. Like I was just having coffee with a realtor, and we were talking about the same thing. You come into, you know, as a brand new real estate agent, and you think, oh my gosh, you know, this person's been around forever. How can I possibly compete? And so it's been really cool listening to these people that now have the huge followings. They have the huge businesses, right? They're making 6-7 figures a year, but they all started at the same place. We all have to start as newbies, right? And so how they've been sharing basically how they went from newbie to expert. That is what has been just an amazing aha for me, because they all did the same thing. You guys, they've all done the same thing. And if they've done the same thing, that means you can do it. I can do it. We can all do it. Basically the key, and I just keep picturing like a mountain, right? So I'm going to use this metaphor of, hey, Natalie, I'm going to use this metaphor of mountain climbing throughout this. Okay. Cause when you start, you know, and you're at the bottom of this huge mountain, and you're looking at the guru on the mountaintop, you know, and they just seem to know so much. And you're like, how do I compete? How do I get there? The thing that you have to understand, thank you for the love, Natalie. The thing you have to understand is there's no shortcut up there. Okay. There's no helicopter that picks you up and drops you off at the top. Everybody gets there the same way. Everybody has to climb. And the only way to do that is to start by leading from where you are. So here's what I want you to understand. Everybody starts at the bottom, right? You have to. There's no way to the top without starting at the bottom. So you have to lead from where you are. So say you just started today. There are people behind you that are still sitting on the fence going, should I do this? Or they're back to that, the mountain climbing metaphor. They're still trying to figure out what equipment they need to even take this journey, and if they should take this journey, right? So even if you're on step one, day one, you're on your first boulder, no helicopter, sorry. Even if you're on your first boulder, there are people behind you that are trying to figure out how to get off the ground and onto that first boulder. So you lead from where you are. Okay? Here is what every single guru that I have listened to being interviewed, here's what each and every one of them did. They went out and learned something. They implemented what they learned, and then they turned around and they taught the people behind them how to do the same thing. That's it. You can do that. You can do that today. You don't have to know everything. You can do that from the first boulder. How did you get to that first boulder? What did you try? What did you do? Turn around and help the people get to there. And then the next day you go out and you learn something. Watch a webinar, watch, some kind of training, read a book, whatever. Learn something, learn a skill. Pick out maybe your top 3 ahas, like the 3 points that really resonate with you, that really make an impact, the 3 things you learned. Go implement them into your business. Go do it. And now you can turn around and you can teach that. You can share that. You can share what worked, what didn't work. Like maybe there was a big fat oopsie. Maybe you did something totally embarrassing and it just all went horribly wrong. That's a learning experience for you and for anybody else who's trying to get to that next step. But here's the thing, you guys. You on boulder 1 or 2, you're so close to the people that are still on the ground. You still remember, you still understand the fear and the reservations. You're a lot closer to their experience than the guru at the top. They may not resonate with the guru at the top. They can't see themselves as the guru at the top yet. They're just trying to get to boulder number 1, and that's where you are. And that's why sometimes when you're just starting, you can actually be a bigger inspiration and help people better than the person that's done it all, right? They're kind of separated. Like if they're at the top, they've been climbing that mountain for years, right? And maybe they've forgotten how confusing it was trying to figure out what equipment to even use to get started. Maybe they've forgotten that. They're a little detached from that at this point. You as a newbie are in a really great position to help out other newbies, right? And then you take the next step, right? You go learn something, you go implement it, and then you turn around and you teach people. So now you're on boulder 3 and you turn around and you teach the people on boulders 1 and 2 how to get up to boulder 3, right? And then you go further and you turn around and you help the people behind you catch up. And you keep doing that. And you guys, if you do that day after day after day and week after week and month after month, that's how you get further and further and further up the mountain. And sure, when you're just at the beginning, there's only a few people behind you. But the further that you go, the more people you're going to pass along the way that are, maybe they're stuck. Maybe, they've chickened out, they've hit a spot that they can't get over, and now you're helping them get to that next place. And then you move up and then you help the people right behind you get there, and you move up and you help the people get right there. That's how you get up the mountain. That's how you become the guru at the top. And that's how you bring loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of people with you. But it doesn't start that way. It doesn't start that way. So don't focus on having all the things that the gurus have, okay? The big mentors, your idols that you're looking up to that are 6- and 7-figure earners. That didn't happen overnight, and that certainly didn't happen when they started, right? They started at the bottom, and they just learned, implemented, and turned around and taught whoever was behind them. And they just did that over and over and over. And that's how you get up the mountain. And it's been so cool watching this summit and hearing that over and over and over and over again, because guess what? We can all do it. The problem is we all stop. We all get intimidated. We let fear take over. We don't give ourselves enough credit and value for what we have learned and have experienced and do have to offer. The people that make it to the top are the people that just keep going and just keep doing it. Isn't that awesome? Because that's a choice, right? That's a choice. That's not luck. There is no luck that gets you to the top, okay? That helicopter doesn't exist. So you've got to climb, and this is the way to climb. This is what you do. So anyway, you guys, that was my kind of aha after listening to the umpteenth person kind of tell the same story about how they got started. And it's like, this is what they're doing. Just do that and trust the process and just keep going. Okay, you guys, just so you know, there's still time to join the summit. If you've already missed out on quite a bit, but you can get access. You get VIP access where you get all the recordings. You have lifetime access to it. There's still time to do that. And there's still like 4 more days of interviews that haven't been launched and released yet. So this has been so much value, you guys. I hope that you have gotten something from this. If this has made sense, if this has inspired you, please comment value below. Let me know that you got something from this. Thank you for those of you that have watched me live. Thank you that have watched on the replay. Again, yeah, just keep bringing value to people and they will follow. Field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. Just believe that. Believe that in your heart. Believe that in your soul. Believe that just in your spirit. If you build it, they will come. Just keep going. That's what the gurus did. That's what you and I can do. All right, you guys, love you so much. If you need information on the summit, just comment summit below and I will get you the registration and get you in there. Okay. Bye guys. Have a great day. Cheers to your success.